Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is Feb 22nd. In an attempt to kind of get my money's worth, let's do a poem that I haven't done yet. That's RNG. And today we have 2046. Sort linked list already sorted using absolute values. Alright, let's see what this is about. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this one. Let me know what you think about this poem. Okay, so given ahead of a single linked list that's sorted in non-decreasing order using the absolute value, return to... Okay, that's interesting. So basically, I mean, it is what it sounds like. I'm just looking down really quickly. And the number of nodes don't really matter because I imagine... I guess it could matter. But it seems... What I was going to say is that it seems like they probably changed the complexity at some point. Because... I was going to try to think of a linear one anyways. Maybe there's an n-log n, I don't know. I mean, but yeah, and this is, if this was a contest problem, of course it's silly because I would just do like ridiculous amount of stuff. Like I would do like I would try to have a solution that's not linked list friendly. So it would not be interview friendly, but of course today we have more time constraint. So I will try to, keep it in the spirit of things and keep it in the linked list. All right, so what are we trying to do here, right? So basically the way that I would think about it is that now we are trying to partition this thing into two lists, right? One is with, well, positive or zero, non-negative numbers and negative numbers. And then the second thing we would do is that we want to reverse the negative numbers. And then after that, we just concatenate them, right? So that's not that bad, especially if you want to use O of n extra space. If you're lazy, like I might be, if you try to do it in place, it's not impossible. It's not even hard, probably, but it's just very easy to make mistakes, right? Like logistically, I think it's not that bad, but it's just, like I said, very easy to make mistakes. But let me try that actually. And then if I messed up, then now I can prove my point that is very easy to make mistakes, and I will not do it next time. But okay, so let's just say we have, I always like to create a new sentinel head, so let's just say new head is equal to this node of head, right? Maybe -1, though -1's not a good example, because it's not outbound, so we should be okay, but okay, so then now the first time through the list, let's say we have a, let's just say we have two positive heads, right? So positive head is equal to this node, right? And then negative head is equal to also this node. Just a sentinel empty pointer thing, right? And then, and then of course we also need positive tail, or n maybe, I don't know. Equal to positive head, right? Negative tail is also equal to negative head, right? All right, and then now we just go one through the list, right? So current is equal to new head, and I like to look at the next thing because it's just easier to manipulate. So yeah, so while current dot next is not none, we go okay. If current dot next dot value, right, is greater than equal to 0. Then we can put it into the positive tail, right? So positive tail dot next is equal to current dot next. I mean, this is going to be fine, right? But like, but I'm trying to think, like, what are we doing with the value? Okay, well, maybe I don't have to worry about it, I don't know. All right, but then now this is negative, then in theory you want to do negative tail is equal to negative tail dot next, and then negative tail dot next is equal to current dot next, right? So far this is pretty straightforward in theory, and then at the very end we can just set negative tail is equal to, like, we can probably, oh, this is not true because we have to reverse it. But in theory, if it's already reversed, we can just write like something like negative tail dot next is equal to positive head dot next, and then we can just return negative head, right? Dot next. I think that is actually mostly good. I know that it is going to be wrong, but hopefully, oh, yeah, that's what I worry about, because I don't know that I'm removing all the nodes, all the nuns inside these things. That's why, because I'm trying to do it in place. If I don't do it in place, then it's a lot easier. But I was hoping you'll know that this would be work. Okay, so then let me work through this in my head. Hang on. I don't think I could do this, because then this will break. Okay, maybe I could do this, and then make this afterwards. I could be wrong on that one actually, but I think it makes sense to me. But these things are always a little bit tricky. I don't get enough practice with linked list problems because they don't really come up. Okay, that's good. Okay. So I guess that's what we need to. I don't really get enough practice with this because this doesn't really come up in competitive. But yeah, I mean, I know that this cannot be right. All we want, because, well, it's just not right, I guess. Because I guess we set too many nuns. Why is that? Like, why is it that it only has? Let's see if this works in the printing. Okay. That's weird. Alright. Ooh, what did I do? Oh no. Yeah, it should be okay. It's not a contest or anything weird. Current next is not none. Current is 0. Current dot next. And then we remove it. So what's wrong? Do we see the 0? Okay. We put it there. Am I missing something weird? I assure you, if I did not do it in place, this would be so much easier. But okay, so then we add a 0. Yeah. I need to add something to denote this. Okay, so then it goes here. It adds to thing, which is what we expect. And then we want to do this, I guess. Okay, I mean, this is what we want, but current is wrong. Why is current wrong? Is it just not printing anything? I don't see. Oh no, is this current? All right, let's just print it out. Oh, current is 0. Oh, I see. Because we want to progress before we I mean, we could do it with like looking too ahead, but I'm not too comfortable with doing that stuff in general. It's basically, the reason why is because as a result of this, because of this, they both point to the same place. Because current, yeah, okay, fine. All right, experiment over. I think I'm just gonna do it not in place. I mean, I think it's still something like this, but it's a little bit awkward. So yeah. So basically, what we want to do then in this case, if we don't want to do it in place, maybe that's more helpful anyway. We just basically say positive tail dot is that we just create a new copy, right? And that's pretty much the only difference, really. So this is why, like, I would definitely do it this way, just because it's just so much easier, right? Like, you don't have to worry about all these silly things. But yeah, I mean, so this is pretty good. Oh, like, I mean, we knew it was going to be wrong, even though I guess it's right for the default case. We knew that it was going to be wrong because we didn't really double sort this thing, right? So, okay, so then now, instead of doing this way, then of course, we can actually just, doing it backwards, we can actually add to the head instead. I mean, we can also reverse this if you like, but adding it to the head is probably the better way, right? So then we can just do negative head dot next is equal to this new node, and then or maybe previous head next is equal to this thing first. I don't know. I mean, you probably could work a way around it. And then now you set the negative head dot next is equal to this, with the next node being previous head next node, and then that's it. Maybe. Previous head dot next is the new node. It should be right. Maybe not. I don't know. -5, -10, -5. That's right. But maybe negative tail. Oh yeah, maybe. Because we don't update negative tail, so that's just very awkward, I guess. Okay, so I think this is right. But we have to get to the last thing, or maybe the first thing. So maybe we set is equal to none. If if negative tail is none, then negative tail is equal to negative head dot next. So then now we just set up the tail for this operation. Oh. No, isn't this always something? Oh, wait, no. Wait, what? The negative head, so this is none is y, which makes sense. What we want is not negative. No, it is. We want this. We want this node. Why are we not getting this node? That is awkward. Oh, this is happening if it is. Oh, huh. Okay. It is if there's no man, this is like a really annoying way of doing it. Maybe I should have just done the reversal thing. If it is none, then negative head dot next is equal to positive head dot next. But that's just like very messy. I don't know. I mean, it works, but definitely definitely a little bit trickier than I would have hoped, to be honest. Yeah, a little bit yucky. I don't know. Let me know what you think. This is linear time, linear space. We do create a new node on every input, but I mean not Excuse me. But I think the idea is pretty fine, pretty cool. I did get good practice on English, so that's good. And yeah, I am very tired. So that's all I'm going to do for today. That's all I have. Stay good, stay healthy to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.